Hey everybody, this is Young Living Diamond Sarah Harnish. And you ever have those days where it's just a super mom day? That would be today for me. So it's a no shower, einkorn flour all over the shirt. Oops, I forgot to plug my webcam in kind of day. So forgive me, I've been doing lap books with teenagers all day long today. So I just want to tell you guys that I appreciate you. Thank you for waiting for me to pop on. And I am super excited to get to teach the second half of the Savvy class with you guys tonight. You've been very, very patient on the releases of these classes. So I'm just so grateful to have some time to hang out with you guys. So we are going to go through the Game Plan Oil script book, second half of the Savvy class. And then we're just going to do a little bit in the mini tonight. And I've got the PowerPoint totally ready for you guys. So we'll be getting that up on the website in the next day or so, along with the enzymes one. I want to do a shout out to Teresa and Rhonda and Janet and Jenny. I'm so thankful that you guys are on. Again, I apologize for the delayed start. It's just been a really heavy mom day. And you guys know you have had mom days. Today's one of those mom days. We had some character training with our 14-year-old and some other things going on today. Nothing ground shaking, just, one of those days that just tuckers you out as a mom. So forgive me again for a little bit of the delayed start. If you're just joining, Toronto. Hello, Louise from Toronto. If you're just joining me, I am teaching out of this book, which is the Game Plan Oils script book. I love this thing. It's 25 classes in one place. And we're doing the 13th class in that book, which means when I finish teaching tonight, we've officially crossed the halfway mark in boot camp, which I'm pretty stoked about. We got so many fun classes coming up next. The one next week is going to be the hair class, which is actually my most requested class out of this book. So it's a really, really good one to tell your teams about and have them pop on next Tuesday. So Tuesday, we'll teach the whole class. Wednesday will be the mini next week. And then Thursday is going to be the workbook. So we'll wrap up the Savvy class tonight. And then tomorrow we will teach the workbook. And then you guys will have a couple days off to catch your breath. And we will jump into the hair class, which is so much fun. I mean, most people don't train you how to take care of your hair. And they don't train you really how to take care of your teeth outside of just brushing them after you eat. There's actually an art to taking care of your teeth. And I'm really excited to tell you guys, I am 43 years old and I don't have a single cavity. And it's not because I come from a whole line of people with no cavities. My mom has like over 30 cavities in her teeth. Some teeth have more than one cavity in them. My father, his front tooth fell out and he has cavities all over his mouth. And both of them did by the time that they were in their 40s. So I'm going to teach you guys some of the things that I've learned about taking care of my teeth. We got almost all of our kids to 18 years old with no cavities. So it's just some tips and tricks that we can give you guys that'll just really help you guys to remineralize your teeth, reverse some damage, and keep that enamel on your teeth very, very strong. So that's not a class you're going to want to miss either. So next week is hair. The week after that is teeth. But today we're going to finish up Savvy Minerals and Makeup, which I just absolutely love this topic. If you want to grab this book, it's up on Amazon. You can go grab it this month. You can get it on Prime, not pay any shipping at all. The mini and the workbook are on Amazon also. And next week, I'm going to be starting the recording of the Audible book, which will take me about a month to get done. It's 1,400 pages of recording, so it'll be a lot of work. And then you can also get on my website at oilabilityteam.com. You just click on share, and then you will see the Game Plan Oils script book. So Ramir says, I want to miss nothing. I love all your tips. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. So let me do a little screen share here. I apologize for the low camera quality tonight. I was so excited to get up here that I did not grab my really, really nice professional webcam. So you guys are going to get me in my full glory on my little tiny camera. If you missed yesterday, we did the first half of the class, which was basically covering Bloom and some foundational understanding about skincare. And we shared some stories about Gary Young and what is Young Living. And I love this video. I'm going to share like 30 seconds of this video. It's just one of my favorite videos of all time that Young Living has ever put together. It was a little teaser of the convention, but I grabbed the convention video because I thought that it really helped kind of capture our fields, our farms, seed to seal, our distillation, the community around Young Living with 7 million people in this company. And It just gets the energy of how moms feel about protecting their homes and how important that is to us. So watch this for just a couple seconds. I know we did it last night, but man, I love this. I love this video. So I'm gonna do slideshow from current slide and listen. This was a convention recap put together in honor of the 25th anniversary of Young Living. But again, just a really, really good sampler of all the things that we stand for. Oh, I want to do in-person conventions so bad. I miss you guys. This video is appropriate because it was the official Guinness World Record attempt, which we did get, by the way, of Savvy Minerals kisses. So we got a little savvy right in this video. Little on the foundation, and there's about half more of that video left, but I just love it because it just really captures who we are. Skincare is Russian roulette. We talked about the science behind skincare and the three main health hazards associated with chemicals, like why it's something that's very important. Danger zones, things to watch out for. How much does skincare cost? And a little history of skincare and some weird things around the world that different people do to keep their skin healthy. And then what Young Living does and the different approach that we take and how your face ages and beauty enemies. And what about genetics? If my mom aged past one eye, then we talk about sun damage. And this is a trucker's image of damage to one side of his face versus the other. Sunspots. This is something I deal with heavily down in South Carolina. I really got to protect my skin. This is sun damage with a special light. So when she's in her 30s and 40s, she's really going to start seeing some discoloration of skin because of the sun damage. So you don't actually wear sunscreen always to protect yourself from a sunburn. It's also to protect yourself from that light that damages your skin. Collagen, and we talked heavily about the Bloom line last night with cleanser, essence, and lotion. And today I'm going to talk about how you can integrate Bloom right into art. They actually work together very, very well. We talked about the 5 different skin types. And now I'm going to pick up with Young Living skincare regimen. So if you're just joining me, we are teaching out of the Teacher's Edition. So I just pulled out my Teacher's Edition. I've got the words right in front of me. I've got this brand new PowerPoint in front of me. And this is how I recommend you teach. You just pull the pages right out of the book, open the PowerPoint. Those PowerPoints are free. You can get them at oilabilityteam.com and under the share button, and then the Game Plan Oil script book. So I'm going to make this full screen. And let's talk about how to actually use some of the stuff that Young Living makes for your skin. So there's 2 skincare lines. There's Bloom and there's Art. And Bloom actually fills in a lot of holes that Art had, especially with collagen, because collagen is so good at reversing sun damage and pigmentation issues, which is the #1 cause of aging. It's not actually wrinkles. I have my aunts are in their mid to late 60s and they have almost no wrinkles at all. They're not smokers and they eat pretty well. But it's amazing. You can be in your 60s and 70s and beyond without significant wrinkles if you're really taking good care of your skin. So first, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do a regimen with your skin that takes maybe 2 minutes a day with the Art line. And then I'm going to tell you how to integrate Art and Bloom together. So using art, let me move my face so that I'm not over your screen. So using art, number one, you got to cleanse. You got to get all the dirt off your face. And I use Art Gentle Cleanser for that. Two, you exfoliate. You don't want to exfoliate every day because it's really hard on your skin to do that. But you do need to exfoliate at least twice a week because that gets all the stuff out of your pores. And you don't want them to get dirty and you don't want them to get inflamed because then that's going to cause acne. So especially if you have acne prone skin or you're prone to any kind of oily skin, exfoliation is really, really important to keep your skin clean. Third thing is toning. So that's going to shrink your pores in a nutshell, makes all your pores smaller. Fourth thing is restoring. We saw the damage of that sun damage and the sunspots and the discoloration and the wrinkles on the truck driver. That's all, skin that needed to be restored over 20 years. It got beat up and it never got restored. So the Renewal Serum is probably my favorite product that Young Living makes in their skincare line. And that's really, really hard for me to say because I love Sheer Lame and I do not travel without my art cleanser. Like I have to sometimes put it in different bottles if I'm flying internationally, but I will not fly without my cleanser. And then moisturize. So you want an Art Light moisturizer is the one I use, but there's several options. And then you want to refine. So that might be the Art Beauty Mask, Sheer Lame, Wolfberry Eye Cream, any of those. So what if you're using Bloom and Art? Like, can you use them both side by side? Yeah. What I do is I go over to Hobby Lobby, get myself one of those cute little trays, nice little bamboo tray or one of those little metal trays. And I just line everything up in the order I've got to use it. And I put it in the tray and I put it next to my sink. And then when I get up in the morning, I do it. And when I go to bed, I do it. So I just, go through my cleanser, exfoliate twice a week, throw my toner on, throw my essence on, throw my serum on, use my lotion, use my eye cream, and put it all together in one spot. Because if you've got it laid out in front of you, you're a lot more likely to use it. You guys will laugh at me, but I always do weird things. Like I put all my makeup on and then I forgot to brush my teeth. So I go brush my teeth and I have to fix my makeup. Or I'll do this whole routine and then I forgot to brush my teeth. So I got to go back and go brush my teeth and then do some of it around my chin again. So this is if you're going to use Bloom and Art together, because there are a couple of products that overlay, like there's two cleansers, right? So what do you do with two cleansers? Do you use them both? Yes. Yeah, you absolutely do. In this particular layout, they use the essence in place of the moisturizer, but you can definitely use both of them. So this was the way that Young Living recommended using them together. The first off is to clean your skin, so cleanser. Secondly, you exfoliate, but just twice a week. And now you can do the satin mint scrub or the charcoal mask. That's also actually an exfoliation and it's pulling things out of your skin. Third thing is you tone. You always want to tone when you cleanse. I'll explain why in depth when we get to the toner portion of this, but you always want to tone when you cleanse because one messes up your pH and the other one fixes the pH of your skin. And you got to clean your skin. So you're going to mess up your pH every time. So those of you that only use cleanser and don't use anything else, it's actually really hurting your skin's acidity. And you want to make sure you're using a toner to bring it back center again. So then the Bloom Brightening Essence, that's going to help with all the discoloration in your skin, makes you seriously look a lot younger. Number 5, Restore. So that's with the Renewal Serum. And then number 6, the Brightening Lotion, which also can act as a moisturizer. And then number 7, the Wolfberry Eye Cream. So I told you last night that Bloom doesn't really have a serum. It doesn't really have an eye cream. It doesn't have a toner. So if you're using Art and Bloom together, you're going to get the collagen and you're going to get the benefits of Art. So we already walked through how to use the Bloom products last night. Let's just go through what this little protocol looks like. And I know it seems like it's a lot of steps. I mean, 5 to 7 steps is a lot of work for you to do in the morning or at night. But I timed this. It took me like 1minute and 26 seconds to do it on my face. So you'll be slow the first like 3 to 5 times you do it. And then after that, you'll get it under 2 minutes easily. And that little 2 minutes that you do, it's just that little tiny bit of self-care, guys, that we never give ourselves. There's going to be a time in 20 years when your kids are gone and you'll finally have a time to take care of yourself and cook better food and get your workout in every day. But this is a little 2 minutes you can do so that when that 20 years passes, your skin still looks good. And it's really worth the investment. Really, really coming to you from somebody who is 43 years old and has raised 5 children. I've got 2 in high school, and then we're going to be empty nesters, and we've already got grandkids and kids getting married. Man, I wish I had started this routine when I was back in my 20s. And I have pretty good skin, but I know this would help with some of that discoloration and the size of my pores and stuff. I just wasn't investing in me. So step one is to cleanse. So you're going to remove any makeup around your eyes. The best thing to use around your eyes is actually coconut oil. So you put a little coconut oil in the back of your hand, and then using a cotton round, you wipe your eyelids and your lashes. So it's going to take it right off for you. You can use the cleanser if you want, but it can give you a little bit of burning if you get it right in your eye. Should you go to bed with your makeup on? This is my favorite line from the entire script. I love this. Every night you leave your makeup on, your skin ages by 7 days. 7 days. So do not go to bed with your makeup still on your face. Always take it off. When you start your routine in the morning, wash your hands thoroughly to avoid spreading bacteria on your face. That's actually a bigger reason for getting acne, is having bacteria in your hands, because the average person touches their face. It's like 16 times an hour they touch their face. So imagine all the stuff that's on your hands, the bacteria, and then you're constantly touching your face. You're going to get acne from that. We think it's from just being outside and dust in the air and, driving and all that. It's actually more from you touching your face. So make sure that your hands are clean before you do your cleansing protocol. Pull your hair away from your face using a rubber band. Always start with lukewarm water, because that's going to open your pores. Then coat a washcloth in warm water. The warm water also gets the rest of the coconut oil off your face. Then you can use face wash, either Art or Bloom. You're going to use a nickel-sized amount of the cleanser. That's all you need for your entire face. And using your fingers or a clean washcloth, move in gentle circular motions on your face. This gently removes dirt, oil, makeup, and it supports your skin's pH. It's suitable for all skin types. And then you rinse thoroughly using cold water, because that's going to close your pores. I do the cold water at the end. So step two is exfoliate. My head is always in the way. Let me move my head up here now. So you're going to exfoliate, and you don't want to do this every day because it's really harsh on your skin. So a couple times a week or every other day. If your skin's in really bad condition, you could do it every other day. And then as it starts to clear up, maybe go to once or twice a week. So for this, I love the Art Satin Mint Scrub, and I am now alternating between this and the charcoal mask. I am addicted to the charcoal mask. So this will go in and kind of buff your skin. And it'll help with pores. It'll help with just getting that top layer of dead skin off your face. The charcoal mask is going to pull things out of your pores. It's almost like you're like Dr. Pimple Popper, but you're not doing any popping, and it's not damaging your cell wall at all. And it's not, blowing up bacteria into your other pores as it like comes out of your skin. It just draws it out of your pores really gently, because that's what activated charcoal does. It's a drawing agent. And then you rinse it off, and it's crazy. It's crazy how good your pores look. I don't actually have this in the PowerPoint, but let me see if I can find a picture for you guys. Oh, let's see, convention. Here we go. Here's a charcoal mask picture. So this is a good friend of mine, Jenny, who's a diamond in Young Living, and she put this on her 16-year-old son. One application, you guys can see all of his blackheads. I'm sure he loves all of Young Living looking at his blackheads, but one application, this is the mask on. Look at his blackheads, guys. It literally went down by like 70%, the amount of blackheads that he has on his nose. Is crazy. And that was one application, because it just pulls the stuff out of your pores without squeezing or damaging your skin. And that's really the way that you want to do it. I know we all have a temptation, if we got a nasty whitehead, to go for it, but you really don't want to do that, because you're damaging your cell wall whenever you squeeze, and you can cause irreparable damage where you cause scar tissue on your face. But also, especially if you're squeezing too hard, but also when you do that, it actually goes into the other pores around that pore. So you're causing more infection on your face. The better thing to do is to cleanse, exfoliate, and if it's nasty, just hit it a couple times a day with Young Living's acne treatment. Is much, much better than doing the squeeze. So exfoliate, Art. Oh, and probably the reason you have acne, if it's not hormonal acne, is sugar. So I would say cut back on your sugar consumption, like 90%. Keep it to 10 grams a day if you can't do 0. Or if you're going to go all in and you're sick of the way your face looks, get on a really strong probiotic. If you have candida issues, I would recommend Biochol Candea is one that I use and alternate back and forth with Life 9, or even just Life 9 and double up on it. But get on a strong probiotic to regulate the bacteria in your body, and stop eating sugar, because like 90% of female adult acne is not hormone related. It is sugar. So stop the sugar, get rid of your sugar addiction, stop the sugar, and then, exfoliate, and it'll take time for your skin to heal, but you will have really good skin if you stop, doing the sugar. So you're going to put 6 to 8 drops of this scrub across your face in little tiny pea-sized dots. And then you massage it using small circles and then rinse it off with water. Exfoliating opens your pores and toning closes your pores. So let me go back. Why do we exfoliate? We exfoliate to remove dead skin cells, to open pores. Your filtering organs work at night and toxins come out through the skin. So you're going to have a film on your skin every single morning. It's really important to exfoliate in the morning because it scrubs that film off so your body's not absorbing the bacteria and the toxins that you just spent all night trying to get rid of. The number one complaint of women in their 30s and 40s is that their pores are larger. Exfoliating will open the pore, clean it up, and it's beneficial for men when they're shaving because it opens up their pores for them too when they're shaving. The next thing, sorry, let me go back again. I just get so excited about the next product. So satin mint facial scrub. What's in it? Peppermint, Roman chamomile, rosemary. It also contains MSM. Another product we have that has MSM in it is Genesis Hand and Body Lotion, which is incredible. It's my favorite lotion that Young Living makes. It's so good. Do some research on MSM and look at what it does for the skin. It's pretty incredible. It has aloe vera, jojoba wax beads, which is similar to skin sebum, and it absorbs without making the skin oily. So most scrubs have microbeads in them, and microbeads actually tear and scratch your skin. They're really, really bad for your skin. This is made with jojoba, which is a wax. It's really, really gentle on your skin, so you're not going to have that tearing of your skin. This is an organic alternative to microbeads. Those microbeads are starting to get banned all over the world, and they're in everything from toothpaste to body scrubs to soap. Microbeads contain PCBs, which they're called polychlorinated biphenyls, along with other fat-soluble molecules known to cling to plastic, and they cause hormonal problems as well. So yes, your toothpaste could be causing issues with your hormones. Microbeads can also tear your skin. Jojoba wax is much more gentle. So for the application on this, you're going to start with the top of your forehead, make those small dots across your face, and then work your way in a circle in circles, and then rinse it off. You don't need to leave it on. So the third step is to tone. Use Art Refreshing Toner. This is a step that most of us skip. It's actually really important that you do it. You want to do this to remove all the leftover residue in the skin and make the pores smaller. You only need a tiny amount. It's going to glide right across your skin. The toner helps to create the appearance of toned skin. So you'll put a small amount on a cotton pad and spread it over the face in circles, and you don't rinse this off. The other ones you rinse, this you don't. So what's in it? Aloe vera, melissa, orchid, witch hazel, water, green tea extract, sandalwood, peppermint, frankincense, lavender, and lemon. Step 4 is oils. So this is where you can add some oils in. Last night we went through, do you have dry skin? Do you have oily skin? Do you have mature skin? Do you have sensitive skin? Do you have combination skin? And then I gave you different oils that are really good for those types of skin. So go look at your skin type. And you'll know, I mean, if your skin has oil on it all the time, it's oily, right? If you have dry, flaky patches and red parts, it's either sensitive or it's dry skin. So go look at the oils that are good for that type of skin and then add it to your products. Put it in your moisturizer, put 20, 30 drops in your cleanser. So if you just need a starting place, 2 drops of frankincense and 1 drop of patchouli each day. You can apply a drop neat, so not diluted, right on the skin. It's actually very hydrating for your skin. Get your fingers damp and work it into the skin. If you have any skin issues whatsoever, use Palmarosa. So everybody got all that Palmarosa on their loyalty rewards last year, and they're like, I don't even know what to do with this. Acne. Put Palmarosa on acne. My personal favorite skin oil overall, just for like everything, it does like 30 things for the skin, is jasmine. And I add jasmine to every single art product that I have. So I'm repeatedly asked if essential oils or carrier oils like coconut oil will clog the pores in your skin. There's actually a rating system for oils based on whether or not they clog your pores. It's called the comedogenic scale. And it runs from the lowest, which is 0, which doesn't clog your pores at all, to the highest, which is 5, which is the highest likelihood of clogging your pores. So using that rating system, avocado is a 1, argan is a 0, and coconut oil is a 5, meaning it super clogs your pores. So I only use coconut oil to get my eyelid makeup off. I have not had a big zit on my eyelid yet. So, but I use that to get my eyelid makeup off. Otherwise, I don't use coconut oil on my skin. Essential oils don't even register on the comedogenic scale because they're so tiny. They're tinier than viruses, so there is no pore clogging going on. When you're done cleansing, exfoliating, toning, and adding your oils, Now it's time to refine. So if you're having a hard time keeping the order of the product straight, here's a trick to make it easier. You're going to start with the thinnest goop in a bottle and you work to the thickest goop in the bottle. Thinnest goop to the thickest goop, right? Cleanser, super liquidy, serum, thicker, right? Moisturizer, most thick, except for the Wolf Fairy eye cream. That's super, super thick. So step 5 is your renewal serum, and this product is incredible. I told you, this is my favorite product that Young Living makes. The smell is going to knock your doors off. It is my secret weapon. You're going to put one tiny squirt in your hand and apply it across your entire face. This is the #1 product Young Living has to support skin that's had sun exposure. And then right behind it would be the Essence, the Bloom Essence, and Sheer Lame. All 3 of those are really good for sun exposure. So if you live in the lower 2/3 of the United States, this is really good for you. Renewal serum contains hyaluronic acid, which is actually a natural component in skin that allows it to hold moisture. And it also strengthens the skin's barrier, making it feel softer, smoother, and plumper, all the hallmarks of younger skin. As a bonus, it also acts as a defense against free radical damage and it reduces inflammation. Hyaluronic acid is in both the renewal serum and in your mask. So if you use serum, you need moisturizer because those two go together. The renewal serum uses orchids. So why orchids? Orchids actually double the effect of hydration. Vanilla is a type of orchid plant. Ancient cultures knew its benefit, and in India, they would drink it as a nutritional drink, and in Europe, it was used for muscle tension. Vanilla orchids reduce the appearance of fine lines, and it's deeply moisturizing. So step 6, moisturize, and step 7 is deep moisturize. We'll talk about how you do that, where you're like, I need to moisturize and then moisturize again. Yeah, I mean, maybe not every day. Maybe in your 2-minute routine, you just moisturize once, but you can do your charcoal mask and you can do your deep moisturize and maybe your renewal serum at least a few times a week. I use the serum every day because I live in a state that is as sunny as Florida. And I know with my 1.5-hour walk every day, I'm getting some sun damage, even with my hat on, even with my sunscreen on. My teenager asked me if I was spray tanning last week. I'm like, no, your mother, who is a Young Living freak, is not spray tanning. I'm not doing that. That's just the South Carolina sun on my skin, which is just crazy. So actually, I think I can even show you guys because I wear it. Look at that. That's not a burn. That's a tan. That's just from me wearing workout clothes when I'm walking. So moisturize. Young Living has 3 products for this, depending on your skin type. I suggest you try one for 30 days. And if it works really well, stick with it. And if not, then try the other 2. When one runs out, order another one and try a different one and see if you get better results. So moisturizers support skin elasticity and hydration. That's what makes you look young. So this is the stuff for the wrinkles, guys. You want your skin to stay tight and you want it to look hydrated and plump. So apply to your face using small amounts at a time until the desired moisture level is achieved. You can apply this to the 3 areas that age the fastest: your neck, the back of your hands, and your décolleté, your chest. All of those areas actually age faster than your face does. So Young Living has 3 moisturizers: the Art Light Moisturizer, which is a thin moisturizer, really good for acne prone or oily skin; the Sandalwood Moisture Cream, which is a thicker cream for dry skin; and Boswellia Wrinkle Cream, which is a thicker cream for dry skin. And the diamonds rave over the Boswellia one. They just absolutely love it. So step 7 is to deep moisturize, and this is when you're breaking out your spa products. So this you're not going to do every single day, but these are really, really good for your skin. So some cultures use snakes or snails for masks. Young Living is natural too, but there are many ways to do natural, and you don't necessarily need snakes for it, right? I promise you, we do not use snakes. We do not use snails. So the Art Beauty Mask item 2210 is a fabric mask based on the renewal serum, and it comes in a pack of 4 sheets. This mask moisturizes your skin and it improves elasticity, making your face appear fresh. So the ingredients are Stress Away Essential Oil Blend, hyaluronic acid, and Phalaenopsis orchid extract. So to use it, you're just going to put it on your face and you leave it on for 25 minutes to overnight. Mary Young actually said she puts the renewal serum on and the masks on and leaves them on the entire night and then gets up the next day and takes it off. I like to do it once a month for a little pampering. So after the mask, then you work on fine line refining. And for that, let's see what my next thing, yep. For that, Wolfberry Eye Cream is the art product for eyes. You apply this by putting tiny dots around the outside of the eye and rub it in circles. You're going to start with the outside of the eye socket and you just work your way in. This is for drooping eyes, wrinkles. When I say tiny dots, What I mean is you take a toothpick and dip it in and touch it to your face, and that would be an adequate amount of eye cream. Also, whenever you're working around the eyes, always use the pinky finger to rub things in, because this finger is much less strong than these fingers are, and it'll do a lot less damage to your skin by tugging and pulling on it. Shira Lame. We haven't talked a lot about that, but Shira Lame helps with sun damage, and it helps with age spots and uneven complexion and dullness and wrinkles. It visibly brightens and balances the skin tone and unveils radiant looking skin. So you're going to use this 2 times a day with or without your favorite moisturizing cream. You apply Shira Lame by rubbing and patting in circles, and you always rub upward to fight gravity. You don't ever want to rub this way. You always want to rub this way, right? Always. Smooth it up and around the outside of your eyes and up across your cheeks and up from your neck. Always rub this way. A 56-day study in Europe on adults found significant improvement to complexion and the intensity of age spots using Shira Lame. So before wrapping up skincare, there's 2 other little VIPs, very important products that must be mentioned. These are next level products that will give you a leg up on your skincare, and that is CBD Beauty Boost. I think this one product I've seen more results in than anything else that I've done in Young Living's line. So I'm super happy with the CBD Beauty Boost. So as you know from the 104 class, oh, a little hack too, it also works on hemorrhoids. So I actually have 2 CBD Beauty Boosts. I keep one in my bathroom by the toilet because y'all, I've had 5 kids. And then the second one, I don't want anywhere near my butthole. That one goes up on my sink, but I love the CBD Beauty Boost. So if you watch the 104 class, and we talk about CBD, Nature's Ultra Smart Spectrum CBD products are made with premium CBD and essential oils. And the Beauty Boost is no exception. It is a luxurious and soothing combination of CBD, rose essential oil, tamanu oil, and grapeseed that work together to give you an even skin tone and reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It works wonderfully for all skin types. So to use, you put 1 dropper of this Smart Spectrum blend daily for a glow and a moisturizing effect. And then there's Dry Skin Serum. This is a little beauty that maybe you have not heard about in Young Living's line. So this unique serum is specially created for dry skin. It's formulated with blue cypress and lavender, which are known for their ability to restore the skin's natural moisture levels. This serum leaves your dry skin feeling moisturized and refreshed. So we're almost done talking skin, but there's a few more things that I want to focus on. And so this is breakouts. Let's focus on what to do when you get acne. This is the part that nobody likes to even think about. Breakouts on the cheeks, if you're getting them up here, means you're not getting enough water. So you need to be hydrating. Breakouts in your ears mean that your liver needs a leg up. It means you got to do a liver cleanse. Your liver's tired if you're getting breakouts in your ears. Breakouts on the chin or around the mouth are hormones. That's a hormone spike. Large cystic acne is usually a sign of excess sugar in the diet. So if you cut all sugar for 30 days, then just go and see how your skin does. Let's talk about the age of your skin. Do you want to know your skin's biological age? I'm going to give you a little test you can actually do right now, like right in front of me. I want you to pinch the skin on the back of your hand. All right, pinch it on the back of your hand and then release it after a couple of seconds. If you're under 30 years of age, that skin is going to quickly return to its original contour. If you're between 30 and 50, it'll stand up for a second or 2 before recovering. At age 50 and beyond, the skin might stand for a number of seconds, and that's a sign that its support network has been altered. Now, you guys were probably at the beginning like, I'm not doing any test. Even though she can't see me, I'm not going to do it. But now y'all are pinching the back of your hand. So nutrition is critical for skincare. It's a reflection of what's going on inside your gut. If you're eating poorly and you're not taking good supplements, your skin is going to show it. So as we discussed with supplements, if you use the cheap supplements, you're going to get what you pay for. Why supplements? We need supplements because our soil is depleted and you can't possibly get all the nutrition that you need from food alone. So my daily supplement regimen, Ningxia Nitro in the morning, Omega Guys, and Essential Zyme Form. Most days I make at least 1 Ningxia smoothie with Pure Protein Complete, which is my favorite protein. At night, I take Life 9, which is a probiotic, Mineral Essence, and Essential Zymes or enzymes at dinner if I need it. So some supplements for skin. Ningxia. Ningxia is antioxidants, right? So you want that. You need that from your skin because that's skin food. Ningxia has some of the highest antioxidants on the planet, and antioxidants fight free radicals in the body. Nitro is B vitamins and energy that equals thicker hair and nails. Sulfurizyme fights sebum. That's what's inside your acne, and it supports healthy skin. So if you have a lot of acne, I'd recommend you get on sulfurazime and maybe even double it up. It's really detoxifying to fighting that sebum. When you squeeze and everything comes out of your skin, that's sebum. It's going to get rid of that. Omega, guys, is good for fish oils. Those support your liver. Icky liver equals bad skin. I want to tell you guys too, I have my teenagers on sulfurazime because it helps to keep their skin clear. Omega, guys, is fish oil, so that's supporting your liver, right? Master Formula offers full system support in a bundle of multivitamins packaged by day. So try the 30-day challenge. Do 30 days of 4 ounces of Ningxia and Master Formula and just see how you feel, because one is fortifying and one is purging things out of your body. Pure Protein Complete, the best breakfast ever. I just gave it to my kids this morning for breakfast. We did a berry smoothie, over 25 grams of correctly sourced protein. Life 9 probiotics is one of the best decisions you can make for your skin and overall gut health. Mineral Essence, this is good for teeth, hair, bones. It is the best mineral supplement I've ever taken. So minerals can taste pretty bad, but I love this one because it's got royal honey and peppermint in it, and it really masks the mineral flavors. So if you don't believe me, go snag a mineral supplement from the grocery store and try them side by side. Now I'm going to give you guys the longevity challenge. We did this on our team, and the before and after photos were legit. Like Melissa Pepping's got one floating around in the longevity challenge she did. If you go Google it, you'll see her before and afters, and it's pretty crazy. So one of the best internal oils for your skin, internal, is Longevity Vitality Oil. So many teams have done 30-day longevity challenges with your teams, and I challenge you to do the same. Go run one with your team. So all you got to do is for 30 days, you fill a capsule with Longevity Vitality and V6, and you do it every day in the morning for 30 days. And you take a photo of your skin before you start, and you take a photo of your skin when you end and note any changes. And if you really want to kick this up a notch, rub CBD Beauty Boost on your skin every day for 30 days too. Oh my goodness, let me just leave it at that. So how long is it going to take until you see a difference? Any skincare line is going to take at least a week before you see a noticeable change. For it to truly work its way into the dermis, I would say you need to commit 6 to 12 weeks, especially with changes in skin pigmentation. So if you're talking about moisturizers and serums, they contain certain ingredients like hyaluronic acid that works instantly. Acne and pigmentation are a little bit slower to repair because you're changing your skin at a cellular level. All right, so we're going to wrap up skincare and we're going to go into makeup. So this is all the stuff that goes under your makeup, and we're going to do the makeup pretty quickly because it's only a couple of pages. But so it sounds like a lot of information, but when you lay everything out and you do it for 3 or 4 days, I told you, it takes me 1 minute and 26 seconds to do my routine. So cleanse, exfoliate, tone, oils, serum, moisturize, eyes, done. Voila. So part 2 is Savvy Minerals Makeup. So you have cleaned your face, you have toned it, you have moisturized it, you have serumed it. I don't know if that's a word or not. And now it's clean and your pores are tiny and the sun damage is being repaired and you're ready to prime your face for some makeup. Now you are in luck because Young Living has the cleanest makeup line in the entire world. It is held to our Seed to Seal promise, just like every oil we make and every oil infused product on our website. We have taken clean to a whole new level because everything I put on my skin gets into my bloodstream in 26 seconds. I'm not comfortable using lead lipstick. Yeah, 61% of lipsticks in the world contain lead. So we have banned it from the paint on our walls, and yet we paint our lips with it, which is right next to our mouth. So I know you're getting lead in your mouth. It shows you that regulation in one industry doesn't always apply to regulation in other industries. So if you think your makeup is clean, can I challenge you to download a cell phone app and then read a book to take a closer look at it, because you're going to become convicted when you arm yourself with knowledge, which is the premise of the entire Game Plan Oil script book. When I'm curious about an ingredient in my own personal care products, I look in one of 2 places. So the EWG, which is Environmental Working Group, Skin Deep cell phone app is a quick download, and it's a safety guide for cosmetics and personal care products. It was launched in 2004 to help people find safer products with fewer ingredients, with information on more than 50 standard toxicity and regulatory databases covering tens of thousands of products, and it rates them on 1 to 10 for suspected hazards. And then the second thing, some people don't trust EWG because of who owns it. So if you're in that camp, there's a second thing that you can go look at, and it's a book. It's called A Consumer's Dictionary of Cosmetic Ingredients, complete information about the harmful and desirable ingredients found in cosmetics and cosmeceuticals. It's by Ruth Winter, MS. And this is the most comprehensive write-up of every ingredient out there. It is well researched. It's basically the Bible of ingredients list, and it tells where these ingredients actually come from. Anyone that puts makeup on or uses personal care products should own a copy. The average woman is applying 300 chemicals every single day to her body. 80 of those chemicals are before breakfast, and they come in the form of 4 products: soap, shampoo, makeup, and hair care. So let's cross one of those off the list today, and that's makeup. This is Savvy Minerals by Young Living. We're going to look at the person who actually designed the entire line, which is Royal Crown Diamond, Melissa Pepping. These videos are used with her permission.
What kind of makeup do you use? For a long time, I just didn't feel good about answering that question. I was still searching for that something better. Conventional cosmetics were just so full of toxic ingredients. There definitely was a demand that wasn't being met. I decided to change that. Women shouldn't have to compromise their health for beauty. So I designed a collection that would allow them to enjoy both. Then I worked hard to get it into as many hands as possible.
Every year, more members kept asking, when are you going to have cosmetics? And so we started really moving in that direction. We discovered this little cosmetic company that Melissa had created. She wanted it to go to all of Young Living. We couldn't by herself do that. Through conversation, Young Living acquired Melissa's little company. The most important thing to Young Living has always been that our products are pure and unadulterated. And now Melissa can see her vision fulfilled, and we can take these wonderful products to the world.
Completely letting go of my baby will be tough, but knowing that the Savvy Minerals line will now reach every Young Living member and open new doors to Young Living's purpose makes all the sweat, tears, and hustle well beyond worth it.
We know that this is going to be a dream for so many of you out there because you have been asking and waiting for such a long time. And now Young Living is going to develop even more products. And who's going to benefit? All of us.
All right, Savvy Minerals. So even if you don't wear makeup, you're going to be wowed by Savvy's line. It's got the ability to cover up sunspots and age spots, fill in fine lines, make your eyes and lips pop. It's good for covering acne, redness. 70% of aging is in wrinkles, it's skin discoloration. So Savvy covers it up without using toxic chemicals that cause more damage to your skin. You shouldn't tax your liver with your makeup every single day. Savvy is naturally derived and it's held to Young Living seed to seal standards. So that means that in the minerals that make up the base of the makeup, there's no fertilizers, no pesticides, no sulfur, no irradiation, no dyes, no heavy metals of lead, arsen, mercury, or cadmium. Throughout every product, there's no gluten, no mineral oil, no petrochemicals, no talc, no parabens, no nanoparticles that tear at the pores of your skin, no fillings, no synthetic dyes, fragrances, no bismuth, which is the #1 ingredient that causes acne when you put makeup on. There are no synthetic ingredients at all. There are no fillers. So I want you to leave the class and go pick 3 things in your makeup bag. We're going to call it the Makeup Bag Challenge, and flip the bottle over and look at the ingredients. Look at several ingredients on the bottle of the package, and then go to Google and type in the words dangers of with the name of the ingredient, or simply just use the tools that I gave you earlier, EWG or that Consumer's Dictionary of Cosmetic Ingredients book. And you're going to be shocked at some of the things that your makeup is doing to your skin right now. You will never want to use any of it ever again. So let's break down some of the common toxic ingredients in makeup that you're using right now. So some ingredients to avoid: mineral oil, which is made from petroleum and it's a byproduct of the oil industry. It is the trash that's left over when they're done pulling oil out of the ground. It's comedogenic. So I mentioned that earlier in the class. That means it clogs your pores and it might cause breakouts, premature aging, and negative hormone and immunity effects. Talc. Talc is a skin irritant. It's a carcinogen that can cause organ system toxicity to your lungs and ovaries, and it may contain asbestos. This is a common mineral in eyeshadow, blush, foundation, face powder, and baby powder. Bismuth is a skin irritant and a synthetic filler commonly found in eyeshadow, blush, bronzers, and nail polish. Phthalates are endocrine disruptors and they can affect your thyroid and adrenal glands. Your makeup might be why you're tired. Phthalates are a hormone disruptor, carcinogen, developmental toxin, reproductive toxin. Like your kids that are snuggling you and leaning in your face can have issues developmentally because of your makeup every day. So they also use this as a plasticizer and fixative in color cosmetics, skincare, lip balms, nail polishes. You'll sometimes see it on the package as DEP, DBP, DEHP, and fragrance on the bottom. Parabens. Parabens are linked to skin cancer, reproductive issues, endocrine disruption. It's a preservative found in cleansers, lotions, sunscreens, and moisturizers. So goodness for your skin. What's in Savvy? We know none of that stuff is in Savvy. So what is in it? Kaolin clay, jojoba oil, mica, aloe, pure essential oils, aspen bark extract, arrowroot powder, sweet almond oil, beeswax, sunflower oil, and vitamin E. And none of those things are going to hurt your skin. So Young Living not only chose not to put the common yuck ingredients in their makeup, but they chose to put good stuff in so you can actually have benefits to wearing Savvy Minerals. So no wonder people have reported calmer, smoother, less irritated skin after wearing Savvy for just a few days. Kaolin clay will reduce oily skin and detoxify. Arrowroot powder absorbs excess oil and provides a natural glow. Aloe is nourishing and it maintains a youthful appearance. It's very hydrating. Do you want to hear a cool fact about aspen bark? So not only does aspen bark have skin softening properties, but it's also a natural preservative instead of using nasty parabens. Jojoba will soften your lips. So Savvy products. Now it's time to introduce Savvy products. So we're going to do it the same way that you apply your makeup. So we're going to start with foundation first. Foundation can get really confusing because there are cool tones, warm tones, and dark tones. If your skin is dark, dark tones are easy to pick. But if your skin is lighter, you might not know whether you're cool or you're warm. So let's take a test together to help you sort it out. So this is the foundation test. Check your veins. Are they blue or are they green? If they're blue, you're a cool tone. If they're green, you would likely do better in warmer colors. Check your jewelry. Do you prefer gold or silver against your skin? Cool foundation looks good with those who like silver and platinum. Warm foundations look better with those who shine in gold. What clothing do you wear? Does your face and eyes look better in bright white and black or in ivory, off-white, gray, and tan? White and black look better on cool tones. Ivory and off-white are complementary to warm foundations. What color are your eyes and hair? Usually cool shades will pair well with blue, gray, or green eyes and blonde or brown hair, and warm shades tend to look good with brown, amber, or hazel eyes, and strawberry blonde, red, or black hair with red, gold, yellow, or orange undertones. And then what does the sun do to you? If you turn golden brown, you're likely warm toned. If you turn pink first, cooler tones tend to burn. Now, this is not a foolproof test, but that's 5 things. And if you get like 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 in one, whether it's cool or warm, then that might be the one to pick. So I recommend sampling the foundations and seeing what works best for you, and then write it down on a Young Living swatch card. So a little bit more on foundation. Why order this foundation over other foundations? Well, it minimizes the size of your pores. It helps you absorb excess oil. You can apply it once and wear it all day. It's great for sensitive skin. The foundation comes in 12 colors, and Savvy now has liquid foundation. So it's formulated as a medium to full coverage foundation with authentic premium ingredients. The rich formula has a creamy, blendable texture that glides on seamlessly, and it never cakes or settles into lines, making it perfect for skin of any age. It's made of plant polymers that moisturize the skin without a greasy or a heavy feel for long-lasting wear. You shake each bottle before you use it and apply a small amount from the center of the face outward and then blend with the fingertips. So some complementary products to our foundation are the Makeup Remover Wipes, the Essential Brush Set, and the Savvy Minerals Full Coverage Foundation Blush. Concealer. I think this might be my favorite makeup product that they make. Most days I use Savvy Volumizing Mascara and Concealer, and that's it. Like that's my 20-second face. So to boot, Young Living also came out with a liquid concealer that helps cover up trouble spots and lightens the look of under eye circles and hides imperfections. The medium to full coverage liquid concealer has a buildable formula to instantly lighten and conceal while smoothing and hydrating skin. And it's made with Manuka and tea tree essential oils to help reduce the appearance of blemishes. This rich pigment also hides discoloration, and the colors overlap a little bit. So you might find that 2 or 3 shades fit you and not one. I actually have to use different shades, whether it's summer or it's winter. Blush. So these colors complement any skin tone, giving you a radiant glow. The unique thing about the blush is that it can double as a shimmer for your eyes too. So there's a blush for each tone. So it's easy to pick out which one will work best for you once you know your foundation type. So for warm undertones, I do believe your blushing is good. For cool undertones, smashing is good. And for dark undertones, passionate is good. To apply mineral blush, you sprinkle a small amount onto the blush lid, and then using your brush, you swirl your blush into the lid to pick up the minerals, tapping any extra back into the lid, and then apply it back to your cheeks using your cheekbones as a guide for where to place it. Young Living Blush is made of gentle, natural ingredients. So mica, populus, tremuloids, bark extract. So that's from the bark of the aspen tree, kaolin clay. That means there are no cheap filters like bismuth or irritating synthetic fragrances. Bronzer. When I'm doing a 3-minute makeup, I usually just do foundation, mascara, and maybe some lip color. I've always skipped the bronzer, but not only does bronzer contour your face, so that's going to make you look thinner than you are, it also makes you look like you have a tan, especially if you're really white or pale. So Savvy Minerals Bronzer is one of the best products. Bronzer is different than blush in that it has tons of orange and peach combined with tan or brown, and there's often some gold mixed in too. Dusting is going to give you a sun-kissed appearance as if you've been soaking up UV rays all day long. So blush mimics a natural flush to the cheeks, like what you get after you've been sweating it out of the gym or coming in from the cold. The colors are a refreshed pinkish hue. The two bronzer colors with Savvy are Crowned All Over and Summer Loved. They're both versatile. They blend really nicely on any skin tone. Another benefit to bronzer is that you can make your face appear slimmer by using it as a contour. So simply apply the bronzer in the center of the forehead, down the nose, and under each eye like a linebacker, and then blend it in. So if the bronzer's ever out of stock, you can actually use the Seedlings Diaper Rash Cream with any Savvy Minerals powder that's a shade or two darker than your skin and apply the same effect. Mineral Veil. This is something people skip because they're not used to it in the makeup aisle. So Mineral Veil is a finishing powder for Savvy Minerals. I used to think that I could cut this product out of what I was doing just to save a little money. And then I got it and I tried it, and it's like using pressed powder for me. So I have always, when I'm done with my makeup, put some pressed powder and it like seals the makeup to my face. This makes your face glow after your foundation or blush are on, and it is amazing. Diamond Dust is the name of the mineral veil. Dusted over your neck, chest, and shoulders for a beautiful effect, and it makes your makeup stay on 80% longer. So you're going to get more durability if you're using the mineral veil. Eyeshadow. So eyeshadows are one of the most fun tools in your makeup bag. We got beautiful Diamond. Vanessa Romero is sampling the eyeshadows, and she's just a genius at doing eye makeup. We all need eye tutorial lessons from this woman. So eyeshadows are one of the most fun tools in your makeup bag, and we got a number of matte colors and shimmery choices for your eyes, as well as pressed powder palettes. Unlike other brands, the shimmery covers are very forgiving on mature skin. And the great thing about mineral makeup is that you can layer it to get a more dramatic effect if you're going to a wedding or you just need heavier coverage. You can go big or you can go light. So the next thing we're going to talk about is eyeliner. And for that, I've got a little video I want to play for you. It's a little blooper reel. I gave you a teaser of it last night. For those of you that weren't with me last night, I want you to enjoy this. I actually did this to myself right before I went live for this video. She just gave up and walked away. She's like, nope. So eyeliner, the eyeliner used to scare me a little bit because I'm used to a pencil and not a liquid eyeliner. I had a hard time drawing it straight on my eyelid. However, after I read the ingredients in the pencil, I never wanted to touch it again. It is not worth the cost to my body. I wear eyeliner almost every day, so the choice of repeatedly applying a chemical-laden liner is costly. So after decades of using a pencil, I learned a new skill and I started to apply liquid liner in a straight line with some practice. Young Living has an amazing eyeliner brush that makes it really easy. Our Savvy Mineral eyeliner is a jet black mineral eyeshadow. You can use it dry for a soft liner, or you can spritz your brush with misting spray to achieve a liquid eyeliner. Multitasker is the perfect name for this dark brown mineral powder. You can use it as a shadow, an eyeliner, fill in your brows, or even cover up some gray hairs around your face. You can use it wet or dry for a more dramatic effect. All right, let's talk mascara. So this is a before and after of just the lengthening mascara. And I can tell you my pictures look the same with the mascara. I actually wear them both. I'll do the lengthening and the volumizing. I don't know anybody that makes a lavender infused mascara. So what's the benefit of having lavender? Well, it's good for your lashes. Some studies show it even helps them to grow, which makes sense because lavender is really good for your skin and your hair. Mascara is one of the most dangerous products in your makeup bag. So if you were to pick one makeup item to switch out first, this would be the one that I would switch out. Kind of like we're talking the thieves class and I told you the most dangerous thing in your house is your laundry soap. This would replace that. So swap it out with something smart. Young Living's mascara conditions and nourishes lashes. It's not tested on animals. It's clinically tested for ocular irritation. It contains jojoba and coconut fruit extract. So Savvy now has both volumizing and lengthening mascara. You can use them together for long, thick lashes. Mascara was one of the first things to be swapped from my makeup bag because it had no learning curve and I loved the ingredients. So durability. Oh, I think I forgot my lips once. Let me just talk about lips for 1 second. For soft lips, you're going to love Savvy Minerals lipstick or lip gloss. They are smooth, velvety, vegan. Young Living's lipstick line provides weightless, buildable coverage. So that means you can put more and more and more on if you want to really pop. And it's nourishing ingredients for your skin. It glides on smooth and has a creamy texture, and it moisturizes and conditions your lips. So what's in it? Jojoba, coconut oil, shea butter, citrus orange peel, peppermint, spearmint, and cinnamon. Lip gloss is all the rage right now, but did you know that the brighter the color and the longer the wear, the more toxins may be in the formula? Lip glosses that feel slick and oily contain petrochemicals. So you don't want anything but the cleanest, most premium ingredients by your mouth because you lick your lips, you eat food, you sip drinks all day long. Savvy has colors that you can feel really good about. So durability, one of the things I love so much about Savvy is that it lasts so long. Did you know you can make it last even longer? The Savvy Minerals Misting Spray is one of my favorite products. You're going to get better coverage and longer wear from your Savvy makeup just by doing that quick spritz on your face. And I told you it's made with essential oils, trace minerals, and entirely plant-based ingredients. So it provides more control with mineral powder than a makeup application. So no time. What if you have no time at all? Some women say they don't have time to put on makeup. What if I told you you could do your makeup in 5 minutes? So let's review the steps to make it simple. You're going to wash your face with Art Cleanser and then use the moisturizer and renewal serum. And then for the 5-minute face, foundation, blush, eyeliner, shadow, mascara, lip gloss, and you're off and running. We're going to watch a 1-minute video of Melissa Pepin putting it on.
You think you don't have enough time to put on makeup, but what if all you really needed was 5 minutes? Hi, my name is Melissa Pepin. Today I'm going to show you how to get a gorgeous look using 5 Savvy Minerals products in 5 minutes. Starting with your foundation, making sure your face is ready and primed, we're going to go ahead and spray your makeup brush. Tap your desired amount of Savvy Minerals foundation into the jar lid, swirl, and apply in circular motions to your face. Next, let's work on those eyes. Choose a simple, light, matte eyeshadow, such as Best Kept Secret. Now, put on some mascara. Make those eyes really pop. What about your lips? A simple, light gloss is just enough to finish off this look. Want to take it up another level? Let's add some definition to the eyes with eyeliner, followed as close to the eyelash line as possible. And let's make those cheeks really glow with a light blush.
So there you go, Savvy Minerals for your face, super easy. So I'm going to show you guys some testimonials right in our PowerPoint here. This is Christina Adam, who's a diamond before and after using Savvy only. These are two beautiful diamonds, Christy Dempsey. It's a sweet friend. Both of them are just amazing women. And this is their before and after of Savvy. This is Andrea Lehman and her before and after using Savvy. Look at her eyes. This is crazy. They just totally pop with that multitasker on. This was actually a challenge that Young Living ran using Savvy. And these are before and afters from the Young Living website showing women using Savvy. Look at how it helps with redness and just the smoothing of the skin. It's just pretty incredible. So the before and afters. All right, so let's wrap up. You guys are at the very end of the class. You have made it. Your makeup starts with great skincare. Young Living is known all over the world for being the leading producer of premium essential oils. We do oils. That's who we are. So no Young Living makeup system would be complete without infusing the makeup with essential oils. Every single product I told you about in the class is infused with different oils that do different things for the body, from blemishes, toning skin. Young Living knows what plants pair best with the skin. So I just threw a lot at you in a very short period of time. We got some bloom, we got some makeup, we got some art. We went from priming and protecting the face to makeup training in a single class. So here's a quick recap. Pick the bloom or the art skincare line and get started. It takes 3 minutes twice a day to cleanse, tone, renew, and moisturize your skin to keep it healthy. Either try Bloom or Art for a week without any makeup to give your skin a little breather. And then scan the products you're doing now with the EWG app, or look it up in the book that I recommended earlier, Consumer's Dictionary of Cosmetic Ingredients. And then 1 month at a time, just swap out another product. Maybe it's your foundation or your mascara for the first month. Both of these are easy swaps that I recommend starting with because Young Living is designed then to be a clean, plant-based makeup that's close to what you're using. There's little to no learning curve. It's okay to keep it simple and try out a new product every month or two to avoid information overload. Every product that you toss has a list of ingredients that you don't want somewhere near your skin. So each baby step is a step in the right direction. Go check out some of Melissa Pepping's training videos, have some fun. The Young Living YouTube channel also has a number of videos on Savvy to give you some application tips. So we're going to end with a quote. One of the best things about Savvy's line is that it helps you shine through. Savvy can help you celebrate your natural features, highlight the beautiful parts unique to each person, not painting on somebody else's idea of what beauty is. That's esteemed makeup artist Carmody. So the work is worth the transformation. Let's get that makeup bag cleaned out and filled up with the good stuff. I always have a little 60-second DIY to end every class. So here's your DIY for this class. Three ways to clean your makeup brushes. There you go. Bam. Easy, easy, easy as pie. So that wraps up the class, and we taught it in 2 50-minute sections. So it takes about 1 hour and 40 minutes to teach the whole thing, which is crazy that we basically went through 3 lines, 3 skincare lines to explain just in one class on your skin. So what I do now is the very last page, I want to direct people to order product. And the nice thing with the new website is they don't need a starter bundle to order, and to become wholesale members. If their order's over 100 PV, they just got a wholesale discount. So what I like to do is just make suggestions to them for some things and some places that they might want to start based on what they're telling me. Do they want to start with skincare? Do they want to start with fine lines? Do they want to start with skin discoloration? Do they want to start with makeup? Like, what are they most interested in? Do they want to do the whole thing? Like, they just want to jump in head first and just try it all at once. So this is the apply it section at the very end of the class, which is one of my favorite sections. I'm constantly seeing ads for skincare that's held to European standards. And then each and every time I see the ads, I'm more grateful for Young Living skincare, as studies show they're twice as pure as European standards. So I know that incorporating a brand new skincare line can be really overwhelming. So I recommend you start with just a couple products, get familiar with them, and then jump in for more. The loyalty rewards section is wonderful because it breaks it down in the order that I started when I was swapping my skincare products out. But if you feel the need to start differently, just do it. I'd rather have Savvy in your home than have you fear the learning curve. So also, Savvy now has liquid foundation and pressed eyeshadow, so it's a lot easier to use than it was first released. You can do this. So at 190 PV, I would start with the Savvy Minerals brush set, the liquid foundation and concealer, volumizing mascara, lip gloss, and some swatch cards to color match yourself. And then for Bloom, I would recommend the Bloom Cleanser, Essence, and Brightening Lotion. If you can only do one, I would do the Bloom Essence and then add the others as you're able. But I would start with that little trio and then a couple of basic things for your makeup bag. At 250 PV, I would add the makeup remover wipes, blush, eyeshadow, lengthening mascara, lip gloss, bronzer, the mineral veil or diamond dust, the multitasker, art cleanser, toner, and satin mint face scrub, renewal serum, Sheer Lame, sandalwood moisture cream, and now the charcoal mask. And a 300 PV supplements. So supplements are really good for your skin. My favorites are sulfurzyme and mineral essence, hands down. Those two are amazing for your skin. Ningxia, Essential Zyme 4, Master Formula, and then maybe add some spa pampering items like the Wolfberry Eye Cream, the Art Light Moisturizer, the Sandalwood Moisture Cream, the Art Beauty Masks, CBD Beauty Boost, and the Essential Beauty Serum, and then add some oils to your skincare routine. So Vetiver, Blue Cypress, Divana, huge skin oil, Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood, Jasmine, Roman Chamomile, Myrrh, Frankincense, Palmarosa, Hong Kwai, Lavender, Copaiba, Sensation, Rose, Melaleuca, Melrose, Melissa, Patchouli, Longevity, and Manuka. So this is literally the order that I did it in myself when I was ordering. So I got the brush set. I started with foundation, concealer, mascara, and then I started with the Bloom set, just those three. And then as I went through, so if you need a checklist of what to order and what order, then maybe the next month you pick 3 things off that 250 PV. In the next month you pick a few things off the 300 PV, but it's a really good order of operations for you. And then some action steps. Don't get overwhelmed. Choose whether you want to start working with Bloom, Art, or Savvy in the beginning, and then pick out items in that category and start there. And then the next month, make a wish list of all the things you want to try by order of importance, set a budget for yourself, and start crossing items off the list and building your collection month by month using loyalty rewards. So if you guys liked what we just trained on tonight, it came from this 4-book set. It's called the Game Plan Oil Script Book. You can get it on Amazon. Go leave me reviews on Amazon. I love your reviews. I read every single one of them. Or you can get it on my website at oilabilityteam.com. This is the Oiler Edition book. It's meant to just be put by your nightstand and read a couple of pages a night, highlight it, write all over it. This is the workbook, which really takes all the training in these classes and brings them to life. It gives you action steps, tells you what to do, bonus training, DIYs, affirmations. It's just wonderful. The teacher's edition is the same as the Oiler Edition book, but it's in a binder and it's in a format that's easy for you to teach. And then the mini, we're going to do that one right now. I've got it right in front of me. I'm just going to give you a little snippet out of the mini. This goes to all the people that came to your classes that are prospects. So this helps draw them into the class, gives them stuff to look at after they leave so they can remember the things that you trained on. The average person is going to remember 1 to 3 things when they leave a class. This gets it up to like 20 things when they leave the class. So let me give you a couple of highlights. It's divided into 4 sections: remembering the class, then a heart message, and then what to order, and then some action steps. So I already did the what to order and action steps. So I'm just going to give you a couple of remembering the class tips, and then I'm going to give you my heart message, and then we'll wrap up for tonight with some winners. We're about 2 minutes from ending. So remembering the class, your skin's your largest organ, and it's a lot to take care of. There's 65 hairs, 9.5 million cells, 650 sweat glands, 1,300 nerve endings, 19 yards of blood vessels in every inch of skin. You can literally get a glimpse of somebody's health by looking at their skin. The US has banned 11 chemicals from skincare products. Europe's banned 1,328 chemicals, Young Living, 2,500 chemicals. Health risk experts have concluded that mainstream cosmetics and personal hygiene products pose the highest cancer risk to the general public, even higher than smoking. Skin is the organ that gets rid of a quarter of all the toxins in your body. So it's not the place where you want to pile more chemicals. Accept the 3 cabinet challenge, even for your makeup bag, to clean out your makeup bag. Grab 3 things, grab an ingredient on it, and go look it up and look up dangers of in Google. By age 20, you should be actively trying to protect your skin. So it's not actually wrinkles that make you look old, it's pigmentation and sun damage that do most of the appearance of aging. The effects of sun damage can be slowed and reversed. The photo that I showed you of that truck driver had one side of his face exposed to the sun for 28 years. The 7 major signs of aging are harsh lines. I'm going to stop my share and look you guys right in the face here. Harsh lines, fine lines, harsh skin texture, uneven skin tone, dullness, enlarged pores, age spots, and sagging. So wrinkles isn't actually the first thing. The worst beauty enemies are the sun, smoking, poor quality of food, your gut, environmental toxic overload, not enough sleep, not enough water consumption, free radical damage, and more. If you protect yourself and you've got a good foundational skincare routine, you can delay some of those nuances until well into your 60s. If your mom aged fast, will you? Well, not necessarily, because aging is only 25% dependent on your genes. Younger skin rejuvenates every 15 to 30 days. And older skin takes twice as long. What combats sun damage? Collagen. And what product does Young Living have that contains collagen? The entire Bloom line. Then what's your skin type? So for this, I've got, I actually put the picture of the trucker in here so your people that come to class can see it. And then I have them crossing it off. So it's an interactive mini, and it's got all 25 classes in it, not just the skin class. So they got to cross off what's their skin type: dry, mature, oily, sensitive. And then I take them through the steps to skincare: cleansing, exfoliating, toning, oils, renewal serum, moisturizing, deep moisturizing, and refining. Breakouts on the cheeks, not enough water. Breakouts on the chin, hormones, large cystic acne, too much sugar in the diet. So what's your skin's biological age? Remember the skin test where we pull the skin up. The best skin supplements: Ningxia, sulfurazine, Life9, minerals, mineral essence. And it takes about a week to see a noticeable change when you're trying any skincare routine. All right, so here's our heart message, and then we're going to end on this. Do the roller tops work? You guys asked me in Young Living. Yeah, you can use the roller tops. I'm more prone to just put it in my hands and do it, but yeah, you can use the roller tops. Ask me your questions right now if I missed your question during the class, because it's hard for me to have the PowerPoint up and respond to your questions. So here's a little heart message, and then we're going to end. Jennifer says there's been so much research for this class, so many beauty tips. I think I read over 100 books to write this class. It's a lot of work. She said, thank you, Sarah. Looking forward to tomorrow night. When will the US get the collagen like the Asian market? I haven't heard yet. And I know sometimes they give us information early, but I'm just shooting straight with you guys. I don't know. Almost 79 and Bloomworks. Wonderful for me. I love learning more. I love that. Sarah, have you made it to the next level yet? I've not made Crown Diamond yet. Not yet. No, our team got hit hard by the pandemic. So I actually have a leaders retreat in a week and a half. And if I could selfishly ask you to pray over my retreat, that would mean a lot to me, a lot. All right, so heart message. This is the why behind the training. This is an area where I really needed some growth when it came to skin, because I was used to snagging my mascara and my cleanser and foundation from department stores. I didn't really check the ingredients. They gave me freebies for my skin and my makeup purchases, and those samples were loaded with chemicals that I couldn't even pronounce. And then my skin would turn red and I'd break out with acne. The products had synthetic fragrances, dyes, hormone disrupting chemicals, sometimes a dozen or more of those in every single product I was using. It wasn't until I got involved with Young Living that I realized a lot of my skin issues were not from my diet. They were also from the personal care products that I was using. And so in the mini, I actually show you a picture of one of my leaders. And all she did was swap out products. She didn't do any diet changes, just clean living. So just her cleaning supplies, her personal care supplies, her makeup. So what you use matters. Each month, you want to pick one thing to swap out. And it doesn't need to be fast and it doesn't need to be perfect, but that small change can make all of the difference. So what collagen supplements would you recommend? There's a Vital Greens one that's not too bad that you can get even at Walmart. And that one's not too bad. If you can find a grass-fed collagen, that would be my favorite. All right. Okay, so that wraps up our class. Now tomorrow we're going to do the workbook, and we'll go much shorter on that night. We will not even go a full hour, probably 30 minutes or so on the workbook training for this. But pop in and hang out with me because I'm going to give you some action steps on how you can start applying some of all the stuff that you guys learned. So Deb Boyer says, she's like, I didn't even know so much about it. Jody Gessler, I don't think you want anything from me. Girl, I'm going to give you an Euler edition of the book. Who else? Angie Beckman, I'm going to give you an Euler edition of the script book. Congratulations to you. And Jessica Lightheart, I'm going to give you 5 of the minis. All right. The 3 of you guys, just go ahead and email me at oilabilitywithsarah@gmail.com. Sarah's SARAH. And then we'll get those out to you. Right now, we're about 3 months behind on mailings. We're caught up to the month of April. So be patient with me. We give away hundreds of things every month, and it's me and another mama mailing them all out. So I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the class. So tomorrow night is the workbook. And then next Tuesday, we're going to kick off the hair class, which is actually my most requested class from the script book. It's the one my leaders grab first, always. I don't know why the hair class, but it's the one that they love the most. So I'm so grateful for you guys. I will see you tomorrow night, 8:30, and we'll go through the workbook, and I'll be all decked out. So I will see you tomorrow evening, and then I'll catch you again on Tuesday for the hair class. Have an awesome night, and thank you for hopping on and spending some time with me tonight.